Hey everybody, I'm Jess Birken. I am joined today by Jambor-Delgado. Hi, thanks for being here. Will you tell everybody what you do?
Sure. I'm a lawyer. I have a law firm that specializes in working with food entrepreneurs to start, grow, and build their businesses.
Right on. So, Jen, I'm really excited that you are here today because you are kind of a whiz with Trademark. And that's something that really comes up for my nonprofit clients. So a lot of the time I find that like my clients don't really understand what a trademark is. Mm-hmm. So could you just basically give us a 101 on what is a trademark?
Sure, absolutely. And this is definitely something that comes up for businesses, nonprofits, generally when you're starting up. You're developing a company or a nonprofit name. Maybe for a nonprofit it's a program name. For my clients in the food space, their company name, their logo, their taglines, those are all things that are potential trademarks. And basically a trademark is either a logo or other design or a phrase that identifies your products or services and distinguishes those from someone else's. And so it's something that's really like a great identifier for your business or your nonprofit or specific program.
Okay, and so it's unique.
It's unique.
Yep. Right on. So here's the thing where I think sometimes people get confused. Is like, when do you need one? Because it seems like sometimes you need one, sometimes you don't. So like, when does an organization or like one of your clients know like this is something we need to trademark?
Yeah, I think it really depends on the business and their goals. So a couple things that I think about are, what are your goals for your business? So in the food space, people I work with some of them want to have the option of taking on investors later on or selling their business. And in that case, those investors or potential purchasers are going to say, did you lock down your trademark and your other intellectual property? Because if they haven't, part of the value of the business is basically out the window, right?
Sure.
You haven't secured it.
Sure.
So that's one instance. Another is certainty. So knowing that what you've built is protected and that you're not going to have bad surprises down the road, like a cease and desist letter from another company saying, hey, we saw your great product or your great nonprofit program. Too bad the words you're using have been trademarked by us and you're infringing on our trademark.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, and meanwhile, you've invested all of this time and resource and marketing and budget into something that you can't use.
Absolutely. And that's a bummer because you have to completely rebrand and you're dealing with all of these legal problems and you're not serving the mission of your nonprofit or building the business that you're so excited to build.
Yep, and especially for my clients, I mean, that's not careful stewardship of donor funds. So it's kind of an extra, we wasted a whole bunch of money that we have to work really hard to fundraise for. Just like a new for-profit business also has to work really hard to get investor money. And you don't want to go back to your investors and say, hey, about that.
Yeah.
We burned a bunch of your cash.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Or if you're bootstrapping, right? Every dollar matters.
Yep.
And you're going to have to invest a bunch of your dollars coming up with a strategy to deal with the cease and desist and rebranding your company.
Okay, so then when do you not need a trademark?
Sure. I have a sort of a general rule of thumb I use for this. So one thing is if someone tells me, my goal for my business is to run a nice lifestyle business. I just want to sell within the state of Minnesota through some local retailers here. And I want to be really hands-on and continue operating in my business for the long run. That's a time when I might say, okay, well, you know what, maybe a trademark's not going to make sense for you. And some of that has to do with the legal requirements that you need to qualify for a federal trademark. And some of those might not be met if you're only selling your products within one state. And so that's something I always look at.
Okay.
And it's the flip side of the investor sale idea. If someone says, there's no way I want to take on investors, no way I want to sell this business, and I only want to sell within this one state, then I think, well, maybe a trademark is not the right path for you. So that's like my rule of thumb when I'm working with clients. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. And I can kind of see in the nonprofit sector where you might have, and like religious institutions coming to mind where, might just not be something that you can trademark. If you say like, Grace Church, there's probably like 100 other Grace churches, and why spend your resources trying to trademark something? Because A, it's probably not going to work. B, do you really care if there are other groups out there, using the same name, doing good deeds?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think I kind of skipped over that, because before deciding whether it makes sense to trademark, you have to have something unique enough to protect with a trademark.
Yeah.
So like if one of my clients, let's say I wanted to trademark Jen's law firm, it's like, that's not unique, right? Like, it's, why go through the process for that? So you first and foremost, you have to have something that's unique enough to be worthy of trademark protection.
Right on. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much. This was great, and I hope that we can do some more of these because I've got more questions.
Awesome. Thanks,
All right.
Jess.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.